Alright, and we are live. Okay. Alrighty. Alright. Hey guys. Django Fett here, and today I want to discuss The Mandalorian Season 2, Episode 1. I know I'm pretty late to the conversation, or discussion for this episode. I know everybody's been talking about it, but I kind of wanted to just talk about this episode in particular because there's something big that happens. Um, but I'm gonna go into full-on spoilers. So if you haven't seen this episode in particular, then just stop this video altogether. Watch the episode, then come back here. But I'm just gonna. Looks like nobody's joined just yet. I'm just gonna give it a couple minutes, and then we'll just start right here. But I have a bunch of notes that I wrote down. Hopefully, I can read it. I wrote a bunch of them before or during the episode when I was watching the episode, and it just looks like a really bad scribble. All right. So this is gonna be a pretty quick video. I'm just gonna discuss the Mandalorian pretty quickly, so it's not gonna be taking too long. It's not gonna be like 2 hour, 3 hour live stream. It's probably gonna be like 30 minutes, maybe less than an hour, I would say. So there is that. Okay. Um, Hello, Lane. Yeah, pretty much was. Yeah, I agreed. Uh, yeah, pretty much loved it. I'm gonna go. I know most people have already seen it, but I'm gonna just kind of go break down the episode, go from the beginning and then till the end, which with the big reveal. So I'm not gonna spoil that part just yet. Okay. Right. Okay. Might as well just start right now. So in the beginning of the episode, after the end of the season, um, I'm not really gonna go into season one, but the Mandalorian pretty much seemingly travels to another world with Baby Yoda, and he sees this guy named Gor Koresh. I think he has like this one-eyed alien of sorts, and two Gamorreans are fighting in this pit, and they're like pretty skinny for Gamorreans. I always think they're like really fat and stuff, but Gorgoresh betrays him, and the Mandalorian easily beats him and gets Gorgoresh to delve some information on where he can find some more, where the Mandalorians are hiding. Let me adjust the camera real quick too. Okay, it's the same. Whatever. So he finds out this information where another Mando is at Tatooine, and leaves this guy in the dark with these strange monsters, and it lets him get eaten. Um, so I thought he was like, "Hey, don't kill me." Like, "Hey, you said you wouldn't kill me." I was like, whatever. Just lets him to die. It's just so bounty hunter style, like Boba Fett style. It's pretty awesome. So he essentially goes to Tatooine, world I'm pretty familiar with, and essentially he likes droids now, which is kind of weird. Um, and he has to go to this place called Mos Pelga, um, and we actually see a little glimpse of R5. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but R5, who was originally in Star Wars: A New Hope, makes a tiny appearance. This is the I don't know if you saw him in season one, but it was the same lady who had the man, what's her name? In Tatooine, that lady, or was like the mechanic or whatever, was taking care of the ship and Baby Yoda. Um, but that was like a weird appearance by R5. I don't know. I think I was like the only one to spot that, but But that was a little New Hope thing right there. The Mandalorian goes to find Mos Pelga and runs into Tuskens who are actually friendly with him because he knows how to speak the Tusken language. And I thought that was really odd to me because it's like Tuskens are like really, they don't like outsiders, like no outsiders whatsoever. And they're pretty hostile. But for once, I like seeing that friendly dynamic, and they're not like just brutal monsters of sorts. Um, I mean, Knights of the Republic showed that, and this episode showed that too. So I do like that, and we'll go into Tuskens a little bit more later. So he goes into this town, Mos Pelga, an all Western cowboy style, and I like to describe this show as a mix of sci-fi and Western. And he goes into this town like all Western style, like old, like sheriff or marshal of sorts, slowly into the center of it all, so all of the people like just notice him. So he goes into this cantina, and as he's talking to the person, he's like, "Where's this other Mandalorian?" Um, and he's referring to the marshal. And when you see the marshal, he's just like, it kind of looks a little dopey. He doesn't look like a proper Mandalorian. And then he takes off his helmet, and he's like, you're not a proper Mandalorian. And like, what are you doing with the helmet and stuff? And it's apparently he got the armor from like these Jawas, and the Jawas had the armor, and he just bought it from them. He has this really big backstory. I'm not really gonna delve into that too much, but he gets this armor, and it's actually Boba Fett's armor. I was like, what the fuck? Holy shit, Boba Fett's here, and then you find out it's not Boba Fett, it's the Marshal. So it left me like scratching my like, oh my goodness, did they do something with him? Did they like kill off Boba Fett or something? Because that's been one of the things where in this universe, like if you talk about like they don't want Boba Fett to come back. Like a lot of people don't want Boba Fett to come back because like when he fell into the Sarlacc pit, everybody's saying he's dead, he's dead, he's dead. No, he's not coming back. None of that shit. But he did come back, and I was pretty happy about it. What am I talking about? No. Okay, but before I get to that, yeah. He. This is me not doing the editing, so I'm going to be messing up quite a bit because I wanted to do this pretty quickly and just delve into it, and then the editing process would have been much more longer. But he gets Boba Fett's armor, and from there I was like, oh no, did they kill off Boba Fett or something? So that was something that I was really like, oh no, holy shit, they killed off Boba Fett or something, because a lot of people have just been dissing like, oh, Boba Fett died, we don't, he's not coming back, and then whatever, we'll get into that. But this character, the Marshal, is played by Taylor Kitsch. I'm pretty familiar with this character, the actor. I've seen him in a ton of stuff. He's a pretty good actor, and he's pretty convincing. He plays as like this Marshal character, and he's not a Mandalorian. He's actually Cobb Vanth, and he got this armor from the Jawas. So the Mandalorian and the Marshal are actually about to do a duel. They're actually about to fight each other, and before that happens, it appears like a giant sand shark goes right into the middle of the town and takes this bantha. And we actually find out that's actually a crate dragon. If you remember from Knights of the Republic, that's like this giant dragon. But it's kind of weird because it's like he's just like looks like a shark. He's going underneath, so that's something different, and I respect that. I like that. However, when you actually see him later on, of course he's ginormous. That's what you would want to expect from a great dragon. And they actually show like he has a dragon pearl, which I thought was pretty cool, just like the EU, which was very valuable. But I didn't like the appearance of the crate dragon when you actually saw it compared to the EU version. I know it's a little corny, But I actually prefer in Knights of the Republic how the Krayt Dragon looked in that compared to what we got in the Mandalorian. I mean, that's just me and my EU fandom, but that's what I prefer. After that point, we get the backstory of the Marshal and how he came into this town, and you see the Marshal actually ride what looks like a pod racing turbine, which is actually pretty cool. I like that. That was pretty cool. Um, and then they actually run into Tuskens, and the Mandalorian speaks Tusken, which doesn't really seem possible because like they don't really interact with outsiders and stuff. Um, but I thought that was interesting, actually giving Tuskens some backstory, and they're not seeming like giant savages, like crazy savages and stuff, violent savages. There's more to it than them. Um, I always like to think of them as like Native Americans and treated horribly, and their planet was invaded, and the land was invaded and treated like terribly. That's how I depict like the Tusken Raiders of sorts. They're just beaten down so much that they're resorted to like nothing more than violence, and brutes, and look seeming like brutes. Um, so the Tuskens are actually going to go out to kill the Krayt Dragon. So they end up actually working together. The Krayt Dragon, oh, I'm sorry, not the Krayt Dragon. The Tusken, the Mandalorian, and the villagers actually work together to fight the Krayt Dragon because he's just a menace. Hey Ryan, how you doing, man? Just discussing the Mandalorian or old episode at this point. Um, I'm just kind of going into pretty much the breakdown of the episode and just talking in general about it and what I liked and didn't like. And the new episode's going to be happening tomorrow, so that's great. Um, so I am planning to do a State of Star Wars, like a video on another channel called State of Star Wars, where we're going to discuss the Mandalorian Season 2, Episode 2. So the next episode, I'll be joining them this time. So there is that to look forward to. I'm not going to be doing a live stream on this channel every time. Just like anything that catches my eye, or I don't actually do it on, this channel or State of Star Wars. So there is that. Let's see. I have a bunch. I have like notes in front of me, so I'm just like looking at them and just reading it. Yeah, so the Tuskens and the town people actually work together to kill the Krayt Dragon. And they do a plan which is very similar to how in Knights of the Republic they do it. So they set up like these grenades in front of the mine or mines or whatever in front of the cave and try to lure it with banthas. That's how they did it in Knights of the Republic 1. And the Krayt Dragon would come out and get killed by all of these mines that would walk over and just die from there. Of course, in The Mandalorian, they have to do a little bit more complicated. I mean, it can't be as simple as that. So they try to lure the Krayt Dragon out with bantha and just like actually no Tuskens actually just making the noise and luring it out. So they have these mines and everything, and it's not as simple. The Krayt Dragon just blows through all of that, and eventually the Mandalorian ends up going inside and just blowing it up from inside, which was, I mean, I thought that was pretty epic. That was really cool, and I liked how it inspires from Knights of the Republic 1, fighting the Krayt Dragon into here. However, I just didn't like the look of the Krayt Dragon, just in my personal opinion. I liked it in Knights of the Republic 1 compared to this, but that's just me. Yeah, it's just a montage of the game. I know, exactly. Yeah, agreed. And yeah, they did find the Dragon Pearl, which I thought was pretty cool too, which was pretty valuable. You would think that they would actually look out for that too, but only the Tuskens find it. Super freaking valuable that a Krayt Dragon had it. So I thought that was pretty cool. And at the end, you had the Marshal giving up the armor because they had this deal. So he gave the Boba Fett armor to the Mandalorian, and he wants to go and find where the rest of the Mandalorians are headed because he only found this guy and he thought he was Mandalorian, and that wasn't the case. So I'm not really sure where he's supposed to go from there. I'm not really familiar. I think he was just trying to get the armor and then just go. And it just gets better because I already knew this was gonna happen. And that we have it, guys. We have it. Guess who appears at the end? I think we all saw it. It blew up. Everybody goes crazy, including myself. Tamura Morrison as Boba Fett at the end, and confirming he's alive. And fuck the haters, he's alive. Fuck yes, Boba Fett. That's what we're in the shirt. And apparently on his home, stuck on Tatooine for I think 5 years or something. I think since Return of the Jedi, I think it's 5 years. So he's been stuck trying to survive, and I guess he was trying to find his armor, and when the Mandalorian took it, he's just like out there looking at him. So, they might run into each other and have this big old fight and stuff. That it's gonna be fucking awesome. So yeah, that just leaves questions like, how did he survive the Sarlacc pit? Was it similar to how they did in the expanded universe? Through brute force and being more cunning like he was and getting out of the Sarlacc pit. Did he do it that way or? Yeah, I'm just pretty excited to see how Boba Fett and the Mandalorian duel it out and stuff, because it's gonna be fucking awesome. Because I already knew in advance that Boba Fett would be alive because they did a casting thing where Tamura Morrison was going to be in season 2, and then from there I was like, it's got to be Boba Fett. Boba Fett's alive, and that confirms it right there. Excuse me. But I was like super excited to hear that, and then to actually see it, I was just like, yes, please don't screw it up with the next episodes, but Boba Fett's got to be this badass bounty hunter that we know and love, because he's a huge, gigantic icon in Star Wars. Darth Vader, Yoda, and Boba Fett. I mean, Boba Fett's probably like number 2, like people can think of. Like he is huge in Star Wars. When you think of Star Wars in general, like people know him. They are familiar with his iconic look, and Disney is smart enough to make him alive, and do some things with him, do some more merchandise, everything. They can make more money that way instead of relying on just Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi and just those old Boba Fett appearances, and that's it. Like there needs to be more. Like you can do so much more, but they can't pull the trigger. But now they are, and let's see how they do from here. So I'm pretty excited to see what they will do with the more episodes. I think it's gonna be like 8 episodes, 10 episodes for season 2. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think 8 to 10, something like that. But I'm pretty excited. I'm not gonna be doing a live stream, like I said, to do like every single episode, but just mainly on important episodes that really catch my eye, and this was this was a big one, so I had to do this. And in the chat, okay, he's gonna fight the Mando for that. Yeah, he has to. I mean, it's gonna seem like there's gonna be hostility between the two, because he's gonna think that Boba Fett's gonna think that, oh, you're just gonna take my armor and that's it. Like you're just gonna, there's gonna be bad blood between the two right away. But from there, I think they're gonna have an understanding and go from there. Yeah, Tevye, I agree. I love this episode. Yeah, same here. It was an incredible episode. It combined elements of Knights of the Republic, bringing back Boba Fett. I mean, it was just awesome. It was just really freaking cool. Yeah, there was a lot of coder references, and I don't know if you guys noticed this, but in the beginning, you see in Tatooine, or I'm sorry, when he lands at Tatooine, there's that lady in the droid workshop, and You also see R5 in the background, like the really tiny appearance. He was in like a New Hope. Uh, Tiny little droid. I think he's the droid that actually explodes in the beginning in A New Hope, if I'm remembering correctly. So I don't know. The EU lives. Yeah, I know. I just love how much they're drawing inspiration from the EU. I'm really curious how Boba Fett even survives the Sarlacc pit. Is it through sheer grit and, cunning that he actually, got out, and through brute force? Because much like the EU, that's how it was. And I think when he got out, he had to take off the armor because it was probably like melting of sorts. It was just disintegrating, and he was just like inches from death. So somebody must have saved him. Maybe the Tuskens or something else, because he did have one of the Tusken like hammers or sorts. So was he raised by the Tuskens, or did he fight the Tuskens? Like, there is just so many questions that that image that you see just the back of him are. So because in the EU, after he gets out of the Sarlacc pit, Dengar, who is another bounty hunter, actually ends up helping him up, and saving him from inches of like from almost dying. So, she must have fixed him up. Who are you? Okay, who is she? Who's she referring to, Ryan? Yeah, either he fights the Tuskens and that's how he got out, or the Tuskens saved him. I'm not sure. We'll see. I'm excited. I'm definitely going to be watching the episode tomorrow, and joining the State of Star Wars crew to do a video with them to discuss, the next episode for sure. I'm pretty excited for this. This is pretty cool. This is a great start for the season, man, and who knows, much more to come for the Mandalorian. It's going strong, and seriously, guys, like for Disney Plus, this is like the only thing I am looking forward to. Disney Plus. This is the only fucking thing, because there's nothing to watch. Because like there's no Marvel shows, there's no fucking new Star Wars shows because of COVID and stuff. So it's just like this is the only show, and like I feel like I wasted like a year subscription on Disney Plus for this year, because there was like nothing. There was just like old stuff. Like there was nothing big for me to get like for Disney Plus. So I feel like I wasted my money. I'm looking forward to the Marvel stuff, but I feel like I'm going to cancel my subscription after I finish The Mandalorian, and then I'll just buy for like every month or so that I see that draws my interest for whatever TV show, or not so much movie, but TV shows and stuff. I just feel like there's nothing out there for Disney Plus. It's such a waste of money. I can also see the Tusken. Yeah, The Mandalorian is the new winning. Yeah, absolutely, Ryan. I agree. Yeah, it's probably number one. I have to do where's my list I have? Let's see. Clone Wars is over. There was also Clone Wars. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I can't believe I didn't add this to my list of top 5 shows. Let me just add that real quick. I actually ended up watching. Hey, wait, don't worry. What if the Mandalorian will come back, definitely. I just feel like after watching The Mandalorian, I will cancel my Disney Plus subscription because I have it for like a whole year. And I don't want to get it like every single year and waste money for that. So I feel like I'll just get it for like any new Marvel show or any new Star Wars show. Like when that comes out or comes out in full, I'll buy it for that month, and then I'll cancel it the next month. So I don't have to pay like every single month. So that's the plan for me. That's what I want to do. Let's see. 1 and 2. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I actually ended up watching The Mandalorian season 1 earlier this year. Like probably February or March. Really loved it. But I didn't watch it right away when people were going crazy about it. So I don't want to I want to be able to do that now, like watch it with season 2, because I'm really looking forward to it. So I just want to catch up to it and buy into the hype right now. Uh, yeah, Disney Plus is a waste of money, but yeah, absolutely, Mandalorian is definitely worth it just for Disney Plus alone. And honestly, I think needs to bring back old TV. Yeah, I mean, if they bring back X-Men, I would watch the shit out of that. Absolutely. I'm just surprised that it's not on there. I think it was on Netflix for a bit, X-Men, and then it was canceled. I'm not really sure. I think it was only like two seasons or so. Yeah, Disney Plus only has like really like older like TV shows and movies. It doesn't really have anything new other than The Mandalorian and I guess a few other shows. Yeah, Baby Yoda is great. Yeah, surprisingly, they didn't like bring him in the forefront like they did with season 1 all the time. And this episode in particular, it was all about the Mandalorian, which I like. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Baby Yoda, but I came here to watch the Mandalorian, and I wasn't disappointed whatsoever with this episode. I mean, the Mandalorian is the best thing we've had with Star Wars in a while. I mean, I think it's better than the movies, better than the games. It's the best thing we've had ever, like right now. And I think it helps when you have so many creative writers and directors, John Favreau, and I think what's the guy, Taika Waititi, and others being a part of it. I think it's a recipe for success. And I'm not really sure what they'll do with future TV shows, Star Wars TV shows, but yeah, this was just a fantastic ride. Oh, Artemis Fowl. I forgot about that. Oh, was that movie? Yeah. Um. Oh yeah, Mulan. Yeah, I heard that sucked, so I didn't want to watch that. I have also my political thing that I don't want to discuss that with Mulan that I'd refuse to watch. Let's see. Yeah, David. Yeah, he's doing a good job. Yeah. Oh man, I've been playing so much of this one game on Xbox Game Pass. Oh my god, I need to stop. It's called Battle Chasers. I'm obsessed with that game. Oh god. Whew. Okay, both Clone Wars and Mandalorian brought back my love for Star Wars. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And Ryan, I did get my. I had to cancel my order because my wife got me a gift card. So I essentially got the Darth Nihilus action figure for free. So, um, but I think I should get it probably like late November. I think because I got it a back order. So I'm looking forward to getting that action figure, and we'll do a review on it. Oh yeah, I have to do a review on a bunch of these figures that I have too. There's like these statues, the Star Wars Unleashed statues. Um, I do want to give like a video and talking about it because they're probably like some of the best statues, like affordable statues like out there, and they're not like big time Black Series popular action figures. They're like legitimate statues, but they're like at the time when it came out, they were only like 10-20 bucks, and it was just like a steal back then. Yeah, same. I love Knights of the Republic. I'm so obsessed with Knights of the Republic. I have everything Knights of the Republic, Tales of the Jedi. Um, I was so obsessed. I got a special book which is about the creation of how Knights of the Republic 1 started. So I will do a review on that too. Um, so I am just like huge, huge with Knights of the Republic. Just a Knights of the Republic's fanatic. Yeah, I have a Revan Funko Pop. I have a Darth Malik Funko Pop as well. So they're right next to each other. I also have a Mandalorian Funko Pop, and I actually ordered a special Mandalorian Funko Pop where he's carrying Baby Yoda. The only reason I got it is because of Baby Yoda, because what I find create like with Funko Pops is the creative designs. And if that catches me, then I'm gonna get it. Like if that like really appeals to me, I am definitely gonna get it. So if the Yoda figure ends up being a bobblehead, I'll be like, wow, that's awesome. I guess there is no Star Wars Knights of the Republic Funko Pops, but yeah, I'm not a big fan of Star Wars: The Old Republic. And just in my personal opinion, I'm not a big fan of it. The MMO. Um, yeah, I love Funkos, but I'm definitely like trimming down on Funkos and action figures and stuff. Just once you have a family, man, it's just like you can't really like keep buying this stuff all the time like I used to. So I'm definitely like trimming down. I'm also selling some Game of Thrones statues as well. I'm gonna sell like Tyrion and oh man, who Daenerys. So Game of Thrones hype is down, so I'm gonna just be selling them. Yeah, Baby Yoda is the man. um, oh yeah, I'll be working on another review series of that too. Oh, okay, never mind. But yeah, I really loved the Mandalorian this episode. I'm really looking forward to the next episode, seeing how it will play off with Boba Fett. Hopefully they show that because I have a feeling they might pull a 180 and just say, "Hey, that Boba Fett appearance you've been looking forward to, that fight you're looking forward to with Boba Fett and the Mandalorian, oh, we're gonna push it to episode 3." I'm gonna be like, "God damn it!" I'll be like really pissed. Oh man. Yeah, I understand. I understand with the Old Republic. I got no beef if you like it or not. So I just personally didn't like it. I'm just obsessed with the Knights of the Republic games, like 1 and 2, more so. Any opinion on the? Are they having a new holiday special? Yeah, I like the Marshal too. He's played by Taylor Kitsch, I think that's his name. So I'm really looking forward to. Well, they're not going to show him anymore. I think that was it with him. But I like him as an actor. Um, but I was afraid that since he had the Boba Fett armor, that he killed him or he took the armor in his dead body or something. And once they kind of explained, oh, they just the Jawas found his armor, and I was like, I'm still kind of scared. Hopefully, Boba Fett's not dead. And then we find out at the end, he's not dead. So I was pretty happy about that. I just hope to God they don't pull a 180 and say, oh, you know that guy at the end, Tamura Morrison. He's not. That's not Boba Fett. That's just a clone. Boba Fett actually died or something. If they did that, I'd be fucking enraged. You guys have no idea because it's like constantly with the hate with Boba Fett is incessant. It's like, oh, Boba Fett died. Boba Fett died. He's the worst. He died in the Sarlacc pit. That, but yada yada yada. Fuck the haters. It drives me nuts. Like Boba Fett's awesome. He was alive during the expanded universe. And just keep it at that. Okay, we need to see their fight. Yeah, my favorite class story is the Sith Warrior. I think I played as a Sith Warrior. Timothy Oliphant. Are you talking about the Marshal? Tim Oliphant? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's Timothy Oliphant. Okay, I was thinking of somebody else. I don't know. Taylor. Who's Taylor Kitsch? Oh, he. They look exactly like each other. Taylor Kitsch and Timothy Oliphant. They literally look exactly the same. I couldn't tell them apart, but it's Timothy Oliphant, so I apologize for that, guys. Oh my god. Yeah. Okay, let's go. That's Taylor Kitsch. People must have been screaming. Yeah, I know. At the end when we finally saw Boba Fett, I was just like, "Oh yes!" I was so happy, man. I'm like a huge Boba Fett fan, so I had this. I couldn't wait for that. They actually do have like on GameStop. They have like well, they have it like everywhere, but it's like this Boba Fett helmet, like a Black Series helmet that you could put on. I would love to get it, but it's pretty expensive. I thought that would be pretty cool. But I would like a Django Fett one. even more. I actually have a Django Fett mug from Disney, the Disney theme park that I got. Let me show it to you guys right now. I think some of you have seen it, but this is probably one of the cheapest Star Wars merchandise I got. They sold this at like a random restaurant that you could just get this mug. I don't know if this is adjustable. No, that's not adjustable. But this is essentially a mug. And then on the back, there's this thing right here where you can just pop it open and then you fill it up with water and everything. So it was like a pretty cool Disney park item that I love Django Fett, so I had to get it. Because I never thought he would ever come back. Yeah. Yeah, I love it. Yeah. If you go to Disney, go to this. I don't remember which restaurant it was, but or fast food place. But I just saw it. I was like, I have to get this. I have to get this. I'm a huge Django Fett fan. I like Django Fett more than Boba Fett in my personal opinion, but that's just me. Yeah, kind of like. Oh man. Yeah, that Boba Fett helmet would be pretty sick. Yeah, to have. I just don't know where I put it. Probably in the center. Like it's just like hard to find room, like where to put that stuff. But I love that Boba Fett and the Django Fett helmet. That'd be pretty sick. The Black Series. Oh, okay. So we're at 30 minutes for the live stream. Okay. I just like talking to you guys now. I've already like discussed everything, so just talking with you guys now. I'm also planning to do with General CJG. We've been doing a lot of Boba Fett stories, so I think there was one. Yeah, we did post one video just recently, and I'll try to find a link for it and put it in the description. So I recommend you guys check that out because we're just trying to do a lot of Boba Fett stuff in the meantime, while this show's coming out and getting some views and stuff, and just reviewing a bunch of Star Wars, Boba Fett stories from the expanded universe. So let me just try to find that real quick. Oh, okay. It's Enemy of the Empire that we did. So I'll just post that in the description right now. Where is Cad Bane? Yeah. Django Fett is Boba Fett. Not really. I mean, they're just the appearance, but personality-wise, they're kind of different. Find it? What do you mean find it? By the way, also guys, I'm planning to do some more State of Star Wars stuff. So, I'm sorry, not State of Star, more Boba Fett stories to review. So we're going to be doing a bunch of Boba Fett stories to review. The next one that we have going on is a bunch of, really short stories. So we're going to record a video and we're going to have a video out for you guys eventually. Remember the 5th of November. Let's see. Which stories are we going to... Okay, it's Boba Fett Salvage. No, Boba Fett Overkill. Salvage. Yep. And Twin Engines of Destruction. We're going to be reviewing 3 stories in one video. And we're probably going to be doing some more Boba Fett stories for sure. Speaking of which, after we're reading these stories and stuff, this actually helps me with my Boba Fett Omnibus review. So I can actually work on this before I work on this other... Empire comic review. So this actually helps me out to do this even more now. And I could just do a review for Boba Fett Omnibus and that probably gain some views from that. Any opinion on the Marvel comics? I haven't read any of the Disney Star Wars stuff, so I'm just I'm not paying attention to it. I think I just have abundance of expanded universe stuff, so I'm just paying attention to that. Is today November 5th? Yeah, it is November 5th. Yeah, I forgot about that. I love V for Vendetta. That's like one of my favorite movies of all time. I fucking love that movie. It's so good. Yeah, speaking of 5th of November, I didn't really know that was like a holiday in England um, to celebrate that. Yeah, I didn't know that. I wonder if you guys get like a holiday and get a day off for that. I don't know. That'd be pretty cool. Um, I don't know. I mean, I don't know the context of that holiday, so I can't really say. It's just, um, but let's just not talk about that 5th of November. Okay, so I was just texting someone. Let's see, another text. If you want my advice, I highly recommend reading the Darth Vader stories because okay, cool. All right, let's see what you guys saying. I want to see the Mando and Boba Fett worked. Yeah, I mean, I have a feeling that they're gonna fight at first, and this is something that I called in the beginning. Like they're gonna fight at first. They're gonna have their problems, and then after that, they're gonna work together. They're gonna find another foe that they're gonna encounter, and they're gonna fight them together. And then they're gonna go their own ways. It'd be pretty cool to see Boba Fett become Mandalore. Um, I think that would be fucking awesome. Eventually, I know it'll take some time before he gets to that part, but I'd love to see that. And maybe we can get like a Boba Fett TV series, and I would buy into that. I'd be down for that. Absolutely, that would be sick as hell. Yeah, Mando and Boba Fett teaming up. Yeah, that would just be awesome, man. That would just be awesome. So, what are you guys expecting for the next episode? The next episode to happen? Because I'm not. It's kind of hard for me to say. I have a feeling they're gonna pull a 180 and then postpone the Boba Fett and uh, Mandalorian stuff until like the third episode or something. But that's just me. Um, do you prefer the EU or Disney canon? Oh wait, what is this? Oh, so Boba Fett is going to Mandalore. That sounds fun. I wonder if he would go. That would be interesting to go after Moff Gideon if they both like work together and fight him. That'd be pretty cool. Do you prefer? Yeah, I prefer the EU. Just in my personal opinion, um, the Disney canon stuff. I'm just not the biggest fan of, but I like what they're doing with the Mandalorian right now. That's just the only thing I'm really looking forward to, and who knows with the other TV shows. They could be pretty interesting, the other Star Wars TV shows, but right now for me it's the EU. There's like nothing in comparison. Mando, him and his allies are gonna fight the Imperial Remnant. Okay, okay. I'm guessing that would probably happen in like towards the end of the season, but I'm not really sure what's gonna happen in the next uh, episode. I definitely think the EU is better. I only watch Man. Yeah, yeah, absolutely, Penguin. Um, yeah, there's just so much like to love from the EU, but compared to what they're doing with Disney is just like, especially in the beginning, they weren't really doing much. And The Mandalorian is like really like one of the best things they've done so far, which is probably not saying much, but it's been very entertaining and everyone's loving it, and rightfully so. It's one of the best things for Star Wars we've had in like decades. So, um, I did hear a rumor that Mandalorian might maybe racing the sequel trilogy. I mean, they're not really talking about the sequel trilogy, so that's something that makes sense. Like, especially when the sequel trilogy didn't do very well. I mean, like, it made money, but it's just like it wasn't like beloved, like, or anything close to the originals or even the prequels to an extent. Yeah, nothing compares to EU. Yeah. That's why I'm going to keep doing EU stuff, man, and just doing EU content. That's my bread and butter, and that's what I love. Nothing comes close to that. And yeah, Fallen Order 2 is also the best video game they've put out so far. Um, I thought that was a really good game. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Squadrons, but Fallen Order is just so much. It's so good, so good, so much better. It did have potential, man. Yeah, it did, but it's just like Kathleen Kennedy and the writers, and they just weren't on the same page, and they were just all wanted to do their own thing, and just ended up being just a mess, an absolute mess. Jedi Fallen 2, maybe Star Killer will be in there. I don't think so. I don't see that happening. I think because Fallen Order is much different than the Force Unleashed games, like completely different. I just don't see that happening, to be honest. Would you recommend the Blood Ties comics? I would. First volume is excellent, really good story. The second, however, is not very good, not very memorable. But I would read them. I would read all of them. And the artwork is pretty fantastic by Chris Schrafe. Scharf. Um, the artwork is like fantastic for that. But the Blood Ties comics, especially the first story, is great, fantastic. Squadron story, yeah, thought was good. I still have to play some more of it. I just stopped, man. I end up being enveloped by other games that when I come back to that, I'm just like, oh god, okay, let me play something else because I have just have so many other games. Especially with the Xbox Game Pass, I have my Steam library and so many other games, and I really need to get back to Squadron because I need to do a review for that. I just have so many freaking stuff going. I just don't have time. Kathleen Kennedy is a Sith Lord, yeah. Plus Star Killer, Galen Merrick would be an insane because yeah. Dark Times. Okay, I love Dark Times. I thought that was an excellent series. It had a lot of potential towards the end to do so much more, and unfortunately, they kind of like drug it out in the end, and it just like it didn't seem like. I mean, it does play. Essentially, Dark Times is like 20 years of unwritten history. That's that's what the Dark Times is, and that would have been interesting to see more of that come out, like more and more stuff coming out for that, more about the Dark Times. But unfortunately, it was cut off at the end. I love Knights of the Republic. Yeah, I love the comics too. Fantastic. I've been playing Ghost Runner. How is that game? I think it's on Xbox Game Pass. I think. Yeah, I've been playing Battle Chasers, which is like a year or 2 year old game, but it's based on the comic series, and I actually ordered the comics, so I'm gonna be reading the comics and playing the video game, and I just phenomenal video game, man, awesome. Okay, I've been thinking about reading all of the Republic Clone Wars comics. Is it worth it? Absolutely. So the are you okay? Republic Clone Wars, yeah, absolutely. They're phenomenal. I think they're when it comes to Clone Wars stuff, in my personal opinion, just my personal opinion, I think it's the best. There is when it comes to Clone Wars, the Republic comic series is like this. Everything else is like not even close. It's like especially in the beginning, it can get pretty violent and brutal, and it can be very unsettling considering it's a Star Wars story. But it doesn't hold any punches, man, and it's unafraid to show you that, and it might scare you just thinking about it. Just like Star Wars getting very violent. I mean, very violent. I mean, not to an extent where it gets bloody and stuff, but you see some gruesome images, and it's very unsettling. So absolutely worth Republic Clone Wars comics. You have to read them. I need to really go back and to read the old Clone Wars novels as well, and just reread them because I've read them all the way through. They're fantastic, but the comics are just it's just phenomenal. Piece of Resistance, man. Some of the best EU stuff out there. There's nothing in comparison. What about Kate Skywalker's story in the dark? Oh yeah, I like it. I like it quite a bit. Um, the Legacy comics are so good. They're really good. I do need to do a review on that. It's such a long series that I can't really like get into all of it, but I have 3 volumes of it. Um, so it will take a long time before I get to that point. um, Darth Maul has comics. That's some. Yeah, yeah. I've read the comics for Darth Maul. I think it's like 4 issues. I forget what it's called, but they're very good, very good. I think he fights the Black Sun in the story. I forget. I think it's just called Darth Maul. Um, I think it's John Ostrander and Jan Durisma does the artwork. So yeah, it's a really good story. Let's see, but basically gritty war. Yep, I miss Republic Commando. Yeah, Republic Commando is fantastic, and I like Omega Squad even more, and they're from the Republic Commando novel series. Um, and I think out of the novels, Republic Commando novels are my favorite. Um, from the EU, like novel wise, they're my favorite. Fantastic, amazing series. Uh, that I feel like nothing's like it. Star Wars Tales. Yep, I loved Star Wars Tales. I definitely want to do a review series. I've been planning to do it for a while, so I'm actually considering reviewing them next year. It's kind of like a hodgepodge of good and bad stories. Well, not so much bad stories. It's just quirky stories and visionary stories. So it's like out of the EU realm. So it's kind of hard to figure out which is the EU and which isn't the EU. Um, do you dislike or like? Yeah, I like the Star Wars Tales stories. It's just hard to figure out which is part of the EU and which isn't. I think you have to look on Wikipedia and just figure out, oh, is this part of the Legends or is this isn't? Like it's kind of hard to figure out and pinpoint which is it and isn't. But they have some very entertaining stories, and if you just look at that and just read it as it is, without thinking about the EU, you're gonna like these stories quite a bit. There's also a book called Darth Maul. Yep, Lockdown. Yep, I think I've read that. I tried reading the Order 66 a long time ago, and I was so bored. Well, that's the thing, Getevia. You read the third book in the Republic Commando series. That's the problem. And I understand it says Order 66, but they didn't tell you that it's a Republic Commando series novel, and it's book 3. So you have to go back and read book 1, I think, which is Hard Contact, and then I forget the second book is, but I think the second book was my favorite. And then it goes into Order 66, and then there's a fourth one with Imperial Commando. So you're right in the middle of it. So I don't blame you for disliking Order 66 for reading that, but you have to start from the beginning and then have to go to the end. But I I understand how you feel about that because it is deceiving. But yeah, just read the first book and the series before you get to Order 66. Yeah, that's the thing, Penguin. That's the thing that I hate about Matt Wilkins is like when he hates on the Star Wars Tales series, and I love the Star Wars Tales series. I think there's I was planning to do an intro just making fun of Matt uh, as my intro um, for my Star Wars Tales series, but then I just canceled it because I just didn't have time for the doing reviews for the Star Wars Tales. But it's funny how Matt hates the Star Wars Tales series, but I think there's some of the best stories out there, or really good stories out there when reading them. I mean, one of the best stories is, Darth Maul and Darth Vader fighting it and dueling it out, and Darth Maul almost winning in the end. Um, that was an insane fight and one of the best stories I have ever read, and the action just showed it right there. I thought Darth Vader would be, a serious contender, but Maul is no pushover, man. He isn't. So it really shows that. Um, so yeah, Tales have some of the really good stories. I just don't get like this hate for Star Wars Tales sometimes. I don't know. Kenobi, yeah. Okay, Tevia, I'll see you later, man. Yeah, we all love Star Wars Tales. Yeah, hopefully I can get to Star Wars Tales. I just have so much other stuff going on too. But if you guys want, I can do Star Wars Tales reviews next year. If you guys want that. And I can review them issue by issue, which is going to take some time. And it's going to be a lot of videos. But I can review each issue. But essentially, each issue is like 2 to 4 stories inside them. So it's quite a lot, just wondering, how do you feel about Maul versus Ahsoka fight? Okay, Tevia. So to be honest, I'm not familiar with Ahsoka, so I don't really know. I've always been a EU guy, so I don't really know much about Ahsoka and the Clone Wars series. But I don't have a problem with it. I mean, Maul is just, there's like nothing stopping him. That guy is just one of the best, lightsaber duelists out there. And of course, in episode 1, he did get sliced. He got tricked and got killed instantly. But he is easily one of the best duelists ever in history, in Star Wars EU history. Jedi Chef or Pizza Hut is an 8. Oh, yeah. Yep. And Star Wars Tales number 7. Oh, yeah, there is another one. Okay. What am I thinking of? Oh, the Tag and Bink series I've been meaning to review as well. I love that series. It's so freaking hilarious. There is nothing that beats Tag and Bink. And if you're a Star Wars fan or not a Star Wars fan, you're gonna just laugh out loud, like so much when watching or reading the Tag and Bink stories. If you've never read them, I recommend looking into them because they're freaking hilarious. All right, see you, Tevia. Take care, man. Yeah, the Tag and Bink stories are the best, man. I think it's Other Sons of Tet. No, Other Sons. No. The Wild Space Volume 2 Omnibus. That I do want to get into and review that. Just for that story. The Tag and Bink stories, though, fantastic. About to Clone Wars Adventure Comics. Oh yeah, I did do a review on the Clone Wars Adventure series some time ago. I actually do have a bunch of the Clone Wars comics as well, Adventures. Is it Clone Wars? Yeah, Clone Wars Adventures. I actually have all, I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 volumes of Clone Wars Adventures. And they were, pretty short stories, but pretty entertaining. I like them quite a bit. Do you guys have any other questions for me? Yeah, they're pretty good. Anything Star Wars EU wise or anything like that? After I read through the Republic comic, should I dive straight into Dark Times or what's next chronologically? Um, After I read through the Republic comics, should I dive straight into Dark Times or what's next? Um, it's really up to you. There is one story at the end of the Republic comic series which shows these two characters, and it kind of just shows their story towards the end with Dark Times, and it's kind of like mainly centered around them. And there's also another Jedi Master with Dark Times that's kind of like it kind of like tells his story and Darth Vader's story, but it's up to you. I mean it's up to you. I mean if you want to, um, like the thing is for me like if you read through like a whole series, then you're expected to read. Oh, I have to read this. It That's the beauty of the EU. You can just like go in, read Republic comics, and then once you're at the end, you can go and jump into something else. Or, oh, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. If you go into the EU and you read something, and you don't really know what's going on, it's like it kind of explains to you everything. And if you jump into another story, it's kind of like you don't have to like have to be expected to know this stuff in beforehand. So that's kind of like the beauty of the EU. You can kind of just like jump into it and just know it. But I would say it's up to you. I mean, it's not really like necessary. Um, Probably read like the first 5 issues, and then I mean, if you still want to continue reading it, then it's up to you. But um, because that's like some of the best, the Dark Times, like the first 5 issues especially, and then it goes into like some of the other, like another Jedi Master, and it kind of goes into Vader's story as well. Yeah, and there's another problem with Dark Times is that once you read through it, there is one section where it goes into the Vector storyline, and that might seem confusing to read as well. So, with Vector, it's kind of a different story altogether because it kind of consists of 4 different. I think it's one, two, yeah, 4 stories, 4 different series, which connects into Vector. So it's like Knights of the Republic, Dark Times. I think it's Rebellion. I think it's Rebellion, and then Legacy. So that's when things might get a little bit confusing when going into Vector. So, um, yeah, so that's the only thing with Vector. So, when you get into that part with Vector, when you get into that storyline. Yeah, they finished the old Clone Wars cartoon. Yeah, yeah. I really feel like the Clone Wars Adventure series does that. And if you want more of the micro series, you kind of read those comic books, and it's just like you kind of like you get more than you bargained for because there's like so many stories, amazing stories in there. Do you guys have any more questions for me, EU wise, EU comic wise? Hopefully, I wasn't too confusing, Penguin, or turn you off into Dark Times or Republic comics altogether. Oh yeah, I've read that, but only in the Coder comics. I honestly did not like it very much. I hope it's better in Dark Times. Um, I don't think it it really gets better. It's kind of it's an okay storyline. Um, but if you kind of want to understand what's happens, you have to read Knights of the Republic, so you're already ahead of the game. Um, then Dark Times, and then when you get to the next part, you have to go into Rebellion. Um, I think for Dark Times, like once you finish, like you get to that Vector part, just finish Dark Times. don't even go back into Vector and go in the next series, because Rebellion is actually another arc altogether, and then from the beginning it starts with Empire series, and then it goes into Rebellion. So there's a lot of things you have to read before you get to that point. Then going to Legacy. So there's a lot of comics out there, man. So yeah, just take it one baby step at a time. Just get into Republic, then go into Dark Times, and then see what comes next from there. Just don't try to like dive in and just go like, hey, I want to do this. Oh no, it splits off. I got to do this and then that. Like, just take your time and enjoy what you reading and right in front of you. So. Any other questions you guys had for me? Oh wow, it's already been an hour. I thought I said I would do less than an hour. God damn it. I'm just enjoying it talking to you guys and answering your questions and stuff. So hmm. Yeah, I've been doing like, this is like the third or fourth live stream I've done. So it's like I've been doing like nonstop live streams, but I just haven't had any content to put out, and I've been taking my time just reviewing or reading these comics, and being a part of these other collaborations. So I haven't gotten into putting out some videos. So I need to work on that. Really need to put out some more content for you guys. Uh, let's be clear. That was a greater Crypt Dragon. Also, thoughts on the Tusk. Um, Great. Okay, so you're referring to in the Mandalorian, or you're talking about Knights of the Republic? Um, because I'm not really following. Thoughts on the? Okay, so Tuskens. I said this earlier. I was kind of like put off in the beginning, where you're they're, because like with Tuskens, they're very unfriendly to outsiders and people in general, and they're almost depicted like oh, Mandalorian. Okay. Um, and they're depicted as like these savage brutes and stuff, but I kind of like how they kind of like humanized them and gave them um like a little bit more personality, like they did with Nice Republic. And they're trying to look for peace, and um, it's kind of weird how they like try to communicate, because like the only way to communicate with them was through a droid in Nice Republic, and in this, the Mandalorian actually can speak, so that was pretty interesting. And usually they don't like being interacted with people; they don't like people at all. So I thought that was kind of like different and unusual in my opinion, but I was like, that's fine, it's whatever. Um, I just want more background in the Tuskens, because I think they're very interesting to me. Um, Dawn of the Jedi, Knights of the Republic kind of explore a little bit more into their background, and for me they personify like Native Americans. These people who had their land taken, and they're resorting to violence, and you kind of feel for them. Um, that's kind of like how I feel about the Tuskens. Um, so that was a greater. Okay, that was a greater crate dragon. Okay, I understand. Um, I personally like the design for Knights of the Republic, the crate dragon for that, than it did in the TV show. And you didn't really get a chance to really see him out of the actual, you know, um, from being burrowed underground and stuff. Like I would have loved to see him in like this giant menacing thing outside, outside the sand and stuff. Excuse me. I was on the fence about starting Tales of the Jedi Republic, but since you've praised the Republic series, I'm definitely going to read them. Okay, absolutely, absolutely. Um, yeah, if you didn't know, I'm a huge Republic fan. I'm also a gigantic. I'm probably like the number one Tales of the Jedi fan out there. If there are any fans of that, but I am huge. I super fan of Tales of the Jedi. I've read all the comics. I have the black and white comic. I um even had one of the artists comment on one of my videos, which was pretty awesome. I was like phenomenal experience, and I actually talked to him for a bit. And I have the omnibus. I have the single issues. I have the paperbacks. I have oh man, what else do I have? I am just a mega fan when it comes to Tales of Jedi. uh, just from me. But yeah, start the Republic series, man, definitely. In the beginning, however, it's going to be very boring. But once you get to the interesting parts with like the Jedi Council and stuff, it definitely gets better. And then the Clone Wars, which is just a whole nother level of awesomeness. TV show was different, and the old lore greater creates I don't know if I'm pronouncing right. Sorry about that. Greater creates hide mostly in the sand and have a serpentine neck. Tails of the Jedi equals a. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Okay, I understand. Gotcha. I didn't realize that. Okay. Have a serpentine neck. Like they don't seem like dragons to me. Like the appearance, they just seem like giant like snakes. Like I would have liked to see that dragon appearance of sorts. I don't know. It was fine though. It was fine. I like that fight and how it took inspiration from Knights of or yeah Knights of Republic, yeah, from the video game and stuff, setting up the mines and all that stuff. And when they actually executed that all failed, and they had to adapt from there, come up with different plans and stuff. And I thought it was pretty interesting. I liked it. I liked that episode quite a bit. HK-47. Yeah. Yeah, he was the only one that could communicate with the Tuscans. Um, I'm not really sure how they even got in his programming to communicate with the Tuscans in the first place. Um, so there is that thing with that, and then there's also uh, even in the show, like even with the Mandalorian communicating with the Tuscans is also another thing. So there's just some open elements when it comes to explaining like communication and talking with each other. Ulick had a lane death though. No, I disagree. I actually liked his death scene quite a bit. Um, I thought that was pretty. I mean, like it sucked how he died, but in the end, like seeing him vanish in the Force Ghost, I thought that was phenomenal. Like just him vanishing. I loved Redemption. I thought it was a great story, but it's just like I understand what you're saying though. Darth Nihilus Black Series is very cool. Yeah, I can't wait to get mine. And do a review on that. Do you think Boba in Mando will be an ally or foe to Din? I'm Darth Nihilus. Oh, okay, nice. Yeah, I did see that right. Do you think Boba in will be an? I think at first they'll be a foe, and then later on they'll become allies. That's something that I called from the beginning, and I feel like that's gonna happen. Like they're gonna fight each other. He's gonna be pissed that he has his armor. Like, what are you doing with my armor and stuff? He's gonna be pretty hostile. They're gonna have a fight, and then later on, they're gonna be allies, and then they're gonna fight against, I guess, Moff Gideon or whoever it is at the time. Excuse me. I'm coughing. Why am I? Shouldn't be. Whatever. It's the way the Mandalorians feel. Yeah, I mean, not so much fight each other, but it's just like to fight in general. Um, I even think like even during the Neo was it the Mandal before the Mandalorian Wars, it was like the Neo Crusades and stuff. They were looking for a fight, but they were also incorporating people, and they didn't seem like they were people that the Republic perceived them as nothing more than savages, but there was something more to them when they fought. There was like the honor in the battle, in fighting itself. Have you seen Breaking Bad? Yes, I have. It's a great series. I've also seen some of Better Call Saul. I just got bored of it and didn't really watch after season 1 or 2. But I have seen the Jesse Pinkman movie. I forget what El Camino. Yeah, I've seen it on Netflix. I thought that was good. Um, yeah, but Breaking Bad is good. Yeah, fantastic show. I need to rewatch it. I need to rewatch that show, Breaking Bad. Yeah, yeah. The Sith made what's his name? I think it was Mandalore. The was no, it wasn't the Great. Was it Mandalore the Great, or was it the Indomitable? Mandalore the Great. Yeah, it was Mandalore the Great. He influenced Mandalore the Great to make his side, the Mandalorians fight against the Republic. So he kind of pushed them. He controlled them, and it wasn't until the end when Darth Revan killed him, or in his dying breath, he realizes what has done. Yeah, it's is it ultimate or great? Let me check. Ultimate. Oh yeah, you're right. And Mandalore the Ultimate. Yeah, that's right. Uh, okay. Hey, no problem, Penguin. Thanks for joining the stream, man. I really appreciate it. Nice collection display. Yeah, appreciate that, man. Just a shelf, and then on this side. Oh, sorry. On this side is like my Star Wars, specifically Star Wars. The rest is like everything else, non-Star Wars wise. But there are some Star Wars stuff I couldn't fit on that shelf, so I kept it over here. And I put another bookshelf over here. It was always in the other room, but put it over here now. Mandalore, then the Preserver. Okay, gotcha. Almost an hour and a half, man. You guys are asking those questions. I comment. I appreciate that. So I'm not going anywhere until you guys stop. uh, it's not like I'm doing anything else, so I enjoy talking to you guys. List of Mandalore. Okay. Yeah, I enjoy these live streams, so I got to do. I think it's like my fourth or fifth live stream, so I enjoyed doing this with you guys. Canderous is Mandal. Yep, Canderous was Mandalore at some point. In the Knights of the Republic 2 video game. It's interesting that they slept with their armor like on the whole time. They couldn't take their armor off at any point. Like, I mean, especially for the case for Mandalore. If you're Mandalore, you can't take it off. Um, Especially the helmet. Dexter, I have seen like the first season. I think the first or second season, and then I just kind of stopped after that. I don't know. I just couldn't continue after that point. I liked it, but I just kind of like stopped after some point. It's a good show, but I don't know. I just stopped. But yeah, I have blood ties right here. Yeah, one of these days I should do reviews on the blood ties. These are actually used copies, but the second volume sucks. But the first volume is pretty good. Oh, they're gonna be doing another season of Dexter? Really? I thought they finished that stuff like years ago. That show years ago. I would think. Have you seen The Grimm? I have not. Unfortunately, I've heard it's pretty good, but I think my wife has seen it. I actually have not seen The Grimm, um, but I heard it's good. Isn't there like 10 seasons of Supernatural or something? Like 10 or 12 seasons or something? Like that show has been going on since like forever. It's kind of ridiculous. Wow, 7 likes on the video. Pretty impressive. I appreciate you guys liking the video, and if you're new, please subscribe, and I'll try to do some more content for sure, like Mandalorian stuff, and uh, just talking more about the Mandalorian for sure. Let me check how many live streams I've done in the past couple weeks. Let's see. I have done one, two, three, four. So this is like my fifth live stream now, because I haven't had any more content. So to put out on the YouTube video. I think the last YouTube video I put out was At War with the Empire Volume 2, and that was back in September. Wow. Okay. So I've been meaning to put out Volume 3, but I just still haven't finished reading that at all. Have you seen the? Okay, they have unlimited rewind. Karen Jarrus is a cool. Who's Canon? I'm not really sure who that is. Let me check who that is. Oh, he's from um Rebels. Okay, gotcha. I actually haven't watched Rebels or the Clone Wars, and that's just me. Yeah, I love the Ebon Hawk too. That's definitely. I think that's my favorite ship too. Yeah, I agree. I think that's my favorite ship too. Yeah. I'm a big Revan fan, so I love him and his ship and his crewmates. So yeah, it was in Coder 2 as well. Yeah, yeah, it was Coder 2. So in Coder 1 and Coder 2, I would love like a statue or something of the Ebon Hawk, and just like put it in the background. That would be sick as hell. Like like a ship action figure or something. My wish to have yeah. uh that would be pretty cool to have like a statue or something of it, or for real. Yeah, I would love to have, yeah, just flying the Ebon Hawk, go into space with your crewmates, Zalbar, um Jolie, and all, just fly into space, go on adventures, be an awesome Jedi badass. That'd be bad. That'd be awesome. Yeah, like Firefly. Yeah, I love Firefly. So, um, in Firefly style, like I would be down for that. uh, I love that TV show, man. There's like, oh, God, it's so good. And then there's like another show like it. It's called Dark Matter, which I found really awesome too. But then they ended so suddenly. So they need to like continue that shit, but I think they canceled it altogether. Unfortunately, I don't think there's been like anything close to how awesome Firefly is and show like a TV show like that in a long time. Like no show has emulated how awesome Firefly is at all, and emulated how great that is. Um, Dark Matter is kind of like the exception, but it's not a great TV show. It's decent. And forgot about Bastila. Bastila's Bay, man. She's just my girl. Oh God, I love Bastila. She's the best. Ah, man. I just loved in Knights of the Republic how you would flirt with Bastila by just like making fun of her, and she would just be so flustered and didn't know how to react. She'd get angry. It's just like you would just come up with something more quirky in your dialogue, and I just I love that every single time. It was just so funny, man. Mandalorians like Firefly, yeah, yeah. And especially with Nathan Fillion as the lead, man, it's just he's the guy. He's the man. I've been meaning to review Lost as well because I just watched the whole series with my wife. She enjoyed it, but the ending just sucks. I didn't realize how bad the ending was, but I actually liked it at the time, and then the second time I viewed it with my wife and stuff, it's just like, yeah, this is not good. The second half of the show is just not good. Um, it just falls flat on its face. The first half is actually pretty entertaining, but the second half is just so bad for Lost. Star Wars Timepedia got. Oh, okay. Yeah, right now I'm watching with my wife Bates Motel, which is I find pretty entertaining. Um, I'm on season 4 right now, so once I'm done that, then we can move on, and hopefully I can watch The Wire. Got you to watch Star Wars Timepedia? Timepedia? What is that? Oh, Timpedia. Okay, yeah. Um, his channel. Okay, gotcha. He's like a big. Oh, he does like lots of Let's Plays and stuff. Okay, does he do any Star Wars stuff as well? I don't. Let me see. Star Wars. Oh, he does like Let's Plays and stuff. Okay, gotcha. Star Wars gamer. Yeah, he does like a lot of Let's Plays. Okay, he's been doing Phasmophobia and Halo and stuff. Oh, okay. I can't wait to like see how Halo looks. Like, um, even like the old Halo games on Xbox Series X, because I I can't wait for that console. I think that's gonna be awesome. So I'm looking forward to that. I'll probably wait till like next year to get that console though. Got you to okay, so he's just sent me a like. I told him you're the man. He sent me a like. Oh, okay, cool. That's awesome, man. That's awesome, right? Yeah, he does. Yeah, Halo. Yeah, he has like 60 Halo videos. Like that's like 30 minutes each. I'm like, God damn, that's a lot, man. Yeah, I need to. Yeah, he does Doom Eternal. I need to play that game. I think it's on the Game Pass. I need to check that out. Coder 2 Season 3? What is that? I'm guessing that's like part of his like walkthroughs and stuff. Like different like walkthrough sessions, I'm guessing. Revan Black Series lightsaber is really cool. Okay, let me check out the image for that. And okay, might as well lower this. Revan Black Series lightsaber. Okay, let's see what we got. Oh, okay, it's like a purple. Oh, they have a purple and red set. No, is that? I thought it was just one lightsaber. Oh, did they have two? Hmm. Let's see if I can put this over here. Okay. Do you use Discord? You could friend them. Yeah, yeah, I have a Discord. Yeah, yeah. Just send me his info, and I can. You can like private message me and stuff, and then I can reach out to him for sure. Oh, that looks pretty cool. I don't know how you got ignited like that's pretty cool. That's a Black Series figure with like glowing lightsabers. I don't know how he did it, but he must have put some type of light inside the lightsabers and stuff. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it's just too much money, man, just to get this like the lightsaber and stuff. That's just that's too much for me. 225. Oof. God damn. And where am I gonna put that? I have no room for that. Okay, so it's purple. Interesting. Okay. What is this? It's like a force crystal or something? But as a redeemed Jedi Knight, he brandishes a lightsaber with a purple blade. His grandpa finished. Oh, okay. Better than I expected. Awesome, good lightsaber. People who have had trouble with their saber look from connection could be a little tighter. Blade doesn't jiggle. But man, that's a lot of money, man. $250. Yikes. I wish I had the money for that, but no, that's just too much. In Disney World, you could actually construct your own lightsaber, but I think it's like even more, like probably like the same price as this. But I think I think that's how much. Like, let me check Disney World, crafting lightsabers. Lightsaber cost. Building a lightsaber inside Savvy's workshop is $200 plus tax. So you can construct your own lightsaber. Yeah, I actually went into here and I actually checked it out, and it was pretty cool. Like I was like, oh my god, that is awesome. Um, but do they have any pictures of that? Um, I thought it was pretty cool. Like you could construct your own lightsaber and build it up and put the crystal. You can get like a Sith crystal, or you can get like a Jedi crystal. That was so cool. It is expensive though. I mean, $200, man. You're already spending a lot in Disney World as it is. Like, and you're spending 200. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's just a lot. So you can do a reservation for a show one, or you can do no show and it's $200. I don't know how much it would be for the show. Hmm. Interesting. Okay. So you send. Okay. Let me check that out. Let me get out of here. Oh God, no, I don't want you to show that. Okay. Okay. I just wanted to show this, real quick. And just this video of how they construct it. Okay, let's go fast forward. I remember going to Galaxy's Edge last year when it was like first like started and stuff, and it was like an awesome experience, man. I went to Disney World last year for my honeymoon, and it was just phenomenal. So they kind of like construct it for you. I'm not gonna play the audio for this. Oh, on Messenger. Okay, yeah, I'll check it out. Okay. Oh, you sent it on the. Okay, gotcha. Oh, you can put the Force Crystal in. Oh, excuse me. There it is. You can go with like a red crystal, blue crystal, purple crystal. Like there's so many different varieties. Yeah, it's super cool. You can construct it any way you want it, and I love the variety of like the building components and stuff. Yeah, it's so cool. Like just thinking of creating your own lightsaber. That is awesome. Oh, look, you can have the stand too. I think the stand costs like 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 a like probably like $50 or so. So it's not cheap, man. It's not cheap. I wish there was a place where you can just make your own lightsaber. I mean, go to Disney World, but that's like the only place that I could think of. See, like every lightsaber is gonna be different in some way, you know. Now they did build their own lightsabers. Now the actual, lightsaber, you know, part laser thing, to come out, like, that's a whole other thing, I guess. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Okay, let's see. Let's look at that. They put their lightsabers in, and then all of a sudden it activates. That's super cool. That's really cool. No, being a real Jedi is better. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that is cool. That is really cool. Hey, if you have the money, go do it, man. Go do it. But I would I can't do this. Yeah, but yeah, but I agreed. Yeah, real Jedi is much better. That is awesome. Better not wreck that. there's there's no return, nothing. That is super cool. That is awesome. All right, let me check Facebook real quick. Okay, got your message. Let's see what else we got. Okay. I think I will end the live stream now because it's getting a little late and hmm, let's see how long is the live stream going on for? Oh, close to 2 hours. So I said I would do a pretty long, short live stream, but it ended up being longer because I talked to you guys a little bit longer. But the next uh, Mandalorian video will be for the state of Star Wars. So I'm going to record a video with them. So after I see the next episode for the Mandalorian season 2, I'll watch it tomorrow, and then we're going to be planning on doing a video. I'm going to plan on doing a video with them discussing the next episode of the Mandalorian season 2, episode 2. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you later, Ryan. And please like this video. I think already everybody's been liking this, but I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.